Yo, so listen, man. Like I was talking to one of my people today, and they came up with this concept. They were like, you were actually like the original Kanye. Like you were the original producer, even before Dre started. You were like the original producer that veered off into rapping, man. How'd you get inspired to rap? Coming from behind the boards, because that's not something a typical producer does.
Well, it went from DJing to producing to rhyming. Just the people I was around. You know what I mean? I'm running around with Lord Finesse, AG, Grand Poobah.
Yeah, talk about Poobah, man, because he was in Jazzy J's camp.
Masters of Ceremony.
Ceremonies of Ceremony.
That's right.
And then you see Poobah come in, bringing in like the brand new beer. But talk about Poobah.
Poobah was the man.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You know, he had the flow, he had the look, he had the clothes. You know what I mean? And you know, he was on Strong City, so that's how I was able to meet him. And you know, it's funny. I remember back then. This had to be about maybe like 88, 89. I was on 125th Street with Poobah, and Poobah said, "Yeah, you know, I'm about to go up to Nauru. You know, come on, D, let's go." So he held the cab and he went to and he rode the New Rochelle. Don't sound like shit now, but back in '88, I was like, yo, this nigga's rich.
To go
right, because you know, at this point, I'm still hopping trains and shit. You know what I mean? So, you know, I was like, yeah, I'm trying my hand at this music shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, the rapping shit.
Yeah. Well, I was already. You know, I had a song out with the Ultimate Force, but you know, it was a local hit.
Right.
You know, if you live in the tri-state, you definitely heard it. It wasn't a regional hit. You know, Strong City had their own issues with MCA Records. Yeah, Poobah, you know, yeah, he was the man. You know what I mean?
And what an inspiration to be around Poobah, to be around Lord Finesse. You know what I'm saying? To be around these cats. Were you hesitant? Were you like insecure initially about rhyming? Did you do it?
I don't know if I was insecure, but I know when I recorded Best Kept Secret as a demo, I was by myself.
Right.
I didn't want nobody to know.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was like, you know, I was up at Jay's studio. I had some studio time, and I just banged it out. Actually, it was supposed to be a bonus cut on the Ultimate Force album, but that never came to fruition because Capitol Records, they were interested, but it fell through. And I was actually producing songs for this artist named Joe Control.
Yes.
And Joe Control.
Where was Joe from?
Joe's from the Bronx, like Simpson Street over there in that area. And he was talking to an A&R named Brian Chin. Brian Chin was at Profile Records. Right. He signed Special Ed and a few other people, but Brian had went to this new label called PWL Chemistry, so,
which is part of Mercury.
Correct.
Right.
I'm not signed at this point. I'm just doing demos for this artist named Joe Control.
Right.
So we go down there, we play the demos for Brian, and on the cassette, he heard a snippet of me rhyming,
which was a demo.
Right.
Right.
But I'm there to play beats. I'm trying to sell beats.
Right.
You know, that's why I'm sitting in front of this dude. I'm like, yo, you know, what's up with these beats? So he pulls me aside. He's like, yo, you know, I heard enough. Are you interested in rhyming? So I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll take
you
it.
know what I mean?
Right.
But it just felt funny because the only reason I'm in this office is to play beats.
For somebody else.
Right.
You never know how something's going to turn out, though.
No doubt.
And you always got to bring your A game.
No doubt. So, you know, it's crazy. It's like, you know, my man Joe, he brought me down there so he could try to get signed.
Now, did that cause friction between you and Joe? I mean, you know how niggas are.
I mean, well, he said it wasn't no big deal.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know how he really felt.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And then your shit started popping.
But I told Joe, I'm like, yo, this is an opportunity of a lifetime. I'm not just going, you know, and the shit fell in my lap.
Right.
I'm in here playing beats.
It was destiny.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta take that move with that. But you know, even through running through the music and figuring it out, if it didn't work out, like, because I know you may have had that in the back of your mind. If it didn't work out, what did you think you would do if it didn't work out?
If it didn't work out, well, you know, my beats are still hot. You know what I'm saying? So if it don't work out, I still got my producer hat. I didn't go down there with my MC hat on. I went down there with my producer hat on. And he heard a snippet. I tried to tell him, yo, forward past that and go to where the beats are.
Right.
You know what I mean? And shit just came together.
Get ready for combat. No escaping. Get ready